crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you trap everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Hey, give me radar. Here we go, G. All day. Take 22.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Jenny, waiting. So don't say nothing. Slam, slam, slam. What happened?
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Time to go, night, night. Check the backer, check the backer. White. 52, right 52. Hey.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, twisting away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete. Russell Shepard, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Vick. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A toss out to Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. From the 45 on 2nd down, Vick. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Devon Kennard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Watch the run.
On play action, Vick. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Jackson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Ready? Ready? Middle. Easy. Watch the quick.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line.
Ready? Number 20. Zero.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A first down throw coming for Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Vick goes play action. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Barkley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, Vick completes it to Coleman. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Corey Coleman, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
And defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 20.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, able to avoid him. Johnson jostles free. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Hey, lady, Nero! You ready? Pick the edge. Come.
On first down, Jackson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's Vick. Dancing to his left. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now it's Stafford. And he's got his target. That's more. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 4 yards out, and the Lions are able to extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Mike Daniels able to record his 5th sack of the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Play action now. Vick. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Go, go, go.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
To throw again. Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
The offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 5 now. Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Stafford, the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Detroit! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Vic readies to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs. And
that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 13.
On the ground, this is Jackson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 buds.
Back to throw, Stafford. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. Agnew now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I smell fear in that 40 gun. Here we go.
Toss play to Jackson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up past the 20, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Rosas to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 5 now. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check, 93's the mic.
Throwing again. Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Stays on his feet. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Vick on the bootleg. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Yellow 20. Let's go Omaha. Ready to move. Hey, red. Switch gears.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Stafford now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Switch up. Stay 50. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Stafford on third down. It's caught. Jones. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Set. 250. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Alert. Zebra. Three down.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 8 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Being chased out left. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Right, 22.
Throwing to Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Mike Daniels. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
A gain of 17 yards, but it's third down.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, Vic. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, New York.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 33 yards that time.
Blue 60. Watch the flat.
They'll try to run this one in. Sheds a second, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked in the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
Off the play fake, Vic. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's trash.
Vic goes play action. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Vic to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time